Hey everybody, welcome to Big Valley Living. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm JJ.
And I'm Michelle.
And tonight, I'm gonna make Instant Pot Pizza Pasta Casserole. Say that all real quick.
Where'd you get that recipe, JJ?
I got that from Simply Happy Foodie. Off we go, it's dinner time.
It's gonna be good. We'll put the link to the recipe at the bottom of this
It'll be down below.
Yeah. So follow along and go through this fun adventure of dinner time with Big Valley Living.
See you later, everybody.
We're not leaving yet. Go.
Oh, all right. So we've let this come up to hot on the saute setting, and let it come up to hot. It'll actually say hot on it. First thing we do is add 1 pound of the sausage. This is 1 pound of Italian sausage. Okay, so that's I just had to stop and wash my hands. So this is our Italian sausage. And with that, we want to put half a cup of onions. And get this all going on here. And then what we want to do is cook the meat through. Since it's pork, we're going to want to make sure that it's cooked through.
Wow, where'd you get that mix and chop?
Oh, I know somebody. It's from Pampered Chef. These things are awesome, especially for ground meats. Oh, this is cooked pretty much through. And now we're gonna add 1.5 teaspoons of your choice of Italian seasonings. We're happen to use McCormick, so. And then 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. And 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. You can also use minced garlic if you want to bust up a couple of cloves and put them in here. Instead of that, we're going to use garlic powder tonight because
How much?
it's time to get going.
2 teaspoons?
2 teaspoons, please.
I love this adjustable things. We can just use it for everything and
Exactly.
don't have to dirty a bunch of pretty stuff up. Let's go generous with garlic. Thank you.
And then 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of Red Pepper Flakes. That's right. Then 1/2 teaspoon of Kosher Salt.
We're using pink Himalayan.
We're using
right?
pink Himalayan tonight, but it's 1/2 teaspoon. Then 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Then we have 1 red bell pepper chopped and 6 ounces of mushrooms. Probably.
Okay.
Now we're gonna swap out that tool for a spatula because I don't want to break these all up. Okay, so now I'm gonna stir this up. And now you can do it either with chicken stock or water. I chose to do chicken stock. And I'm gonna hold a little bit of this back for a step that's coming up here. I did take and stir that up, or shake it up, not stir it up. I'll leave a little bit out of there. Got broth.
And it says make sure to scrape up any of the browned bits.
Yeah, it's really funny. Any of the brown bits, it was funny, they kind of came up with the onions when they were in there, when they were sweating off. We want to add the pasta here. Spread evenly over the top, and this is a 16-ounce box of Rotini. And then I'm going to pour the marinara over the top of this. Well, that's got garlic in it. Ooh.
Yes.
I mean, cloves.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? We never buy marinara sauce, but the tomatoes aren't ripe enough to can yet, and we ran out.
So this is what I'm going to do with the rest of that chicken Actually gonna put the lid back on, give it a shake, 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 give it a throw into the pot. I'm gonna cancel the saute function. It says not to do anything but do that, put the lid on. Give me that. Which is odd because typically they'll have you put the pasta underneath. So I'm gonna actually kind of put that across there.
Just press it down a little bit. Boy, it smells good in here.
Line up the arrows, give her a click. And for this, we hit pressure cook for 4 minutes.
And we always have our Instant Pot on high automatically.
It's always on high.
And this calls for that.
So this will go for 4 minutes.
Oh, is it worth noting that a typical rule of thumb when cooking pasta in the Instant Pot is to cook it for half the time called for on the package directions?
That's right. So if it says 8 minutes or 7 to 8 minutes, whatever, so you could do 3.5 to 4 minutes. This says 7 to 8 minutes, and this particular recipe said 4 minutes, so I went, all right, I'm cool, I'll hang with 4 minutes. So if it was 10 minutes, you could do 5 minutes. So that's a good point. All right, so this just ended at the 4 minutes. We can see that we're still under pressure because we have, now we can see it, the pressure release valve. This actually isn't the pressure release valve. This is like, when it's under pressure, this will be up. Now I'm gonna do a quick release and get all that air out of there. That will drop down and we'll be ready to move on to the next step. Okay, so as you can see, that guy is down now. So now the pressure is released and we can pull this lid off. So the instructions say, turn it, open her up.
Want me to put that over on a safe space?
For right now, because then we're gonna need to. All right.
Open that away from your face, guys. You don't want to burn yourself.
So stir up this according to the directions.
Holy Toledo. You guys need to smell this house right now. Oh man, you come up with some good recipes, hun.
We're gonna take half of the mozzarella cheese. Yep, so I'm gonna say that's about 4 ounces. And about 3/4 of the pepperoni, which is 5 ounces of pepperoni. There's quite a bit of pepperoni in this bad boy.
And we bought our pepperoni and got it sliced because it was on special at a local Whole Foods. So we cut it into quarters. So it'd be more like the pepperoni that you buy in the package, which is what we normally get.
So I'm kind of moving it around to try to get those guys broken up instead of stacked up on each other. Now I'm going to just serve this. This is just Michelle and I tonight, so you know we can kind of be a little more casual. But if you were having a party at your house or whatever, I would actually take this, put it in a casserole dish maybe, and then take and put the cheese on the top of it.
And the remaining pepperoni.
And the remaining pepperoni, maybe throw it underneath the broiler of the oven for a few minutes.
Can you save a little bit of that for garnishing at the end? That looks really good, honey.
Then we'll put the lid right back on.
I guess if you had one of those browning lids too that they make for an Instant Pot, that might be useful, huh? But it's not called for in the recipe, so.
Right, it's not. So it says put the lid back on to let the cheese melt. I'm thinking probably a couple minutes. Okay, so the cheese is melted. I think it looks pretty good. One of the reasons why I was saying the casserole and putting it underneath the broiler, you might be able to crisp up that pepperoni and crisp it up a little bit, kind of like it's on a pizza, and maybe bubble up that cheese a little bit and make it look a little bit more like a pizza, but this looks pretty darn good. All right, so let's see what this looks like.
Oh, melty. And if you were inclined, you could probably put some, oh my gosh, my hands are clean. Want me to get it? There's a testament to the cheesiness.
There's a lot of cheesy there.
That's awesome. There we go.
All right. So, there we have it. Dinner
I would
time.
think a casserole would actually make it a prettier presentation.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, for dinner, we're all good.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for stopping by Big Valley Living, and if you got something from this video, consider subscribing and hit that like button and click the bell for notifications, and
Share with your friends and family, please.
that's the most important thing.
Liking is important too.
And likes.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty good to me. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Talk to you later. See you later, everybody.
Be kind. Hold on, I'm going to bring it this way just a hair so it's centered. And if you note, I did put, that's okay. I did put that so you can see it.
Thank you.